temper that ambition? Are we able to check that ambition? That's my question, because, and this is the question I posed to you, you avoided to answer it.
Yes.
Because the concern is that Parliament, as currently constituted, is not able to scrutinize properly some of these ideas.
We have checks and balances, and everything we are doing is under the laws that are established. Article 206 of the Constitution of Kenya provides for the money being under the consolidated fund, and alternatively, money being under a fund as approved by a legislation. There's the Government-Owned Enterprise Act of 2025 that gives opportunity to the National Infrastructure Fund to be the way it's being structured.
It is that same action that I'm concerned about, that the approval of some of this legislation by the Houses of Parliament is already biased, that anything that comes from government
is just not biased, because this Parliament is elected by the people. For as long as the Parliament is given that mandate, and the mandate is expressed according to Article 1 of the Constitution, the sovereign power of the people can be expressed directly or indirectly through their representatives.
It's been hijacked. It's been hijacked.
So the MPs that have been elected, you have to wait for 5 years if you think you made a wrong decision and vote for different MPs to do whatever you think they're supposed to do. But for as long as we believe in democracy, the majority will always prevail. If the Parliament will vote according to the decisions that are made by the majority, then that's what will prevail. We are a democratic nation, and that's what the Constitution provides for.
Okay.
First of all, in 1933, using a series of activities, or rather, a few things happened in 1933 that made Hitler, first of all, quote unquote, dissolve the parliament then, and then moved all the legislative power to the cabinet. And he used existing, he keeps on reminding us.
You are trying to compare the...
When you spoke, by the way, have you realized that I don't interfere when he speaks? Please relax. It's morning, I know.
Because you are misleading people.
We've taken a little bit of coffee, so it's
opinion,
so number one,
expressing problems.
Number one,
you don't want to express any solution. He's not talking about any solution. This guy is just expressing problems.
Solution. He will actually have
to allow us to... He's a problem identifier.
In the morning, you must actually allow us to communicate, because we will not heckle him.
You are misleading people.
He's actually busy heckling on the platform.
Let's be courteous. Let's allow him.
He was busy heckling. We want to speak. By the way, he uses what we call the straw man strategy. You distort and then destroy.
Who is distorting? You are the one who is distorting facts, and then you are changing the story to be about me.
Please allow the other panelists to express their opinions.
We are making arguments, but what does he do? He attacks our tone, he attacks our person, he doesn't attack the arguments.
Which arguments?
That is a straw man strategy.
Which is actually negativity. There's no positive activity.
It's also ad hominem.
Yes, that is what we call... These are part and parcel of what
we are dealing with the facts.
Fallacies.
We are the ones who are focused on the president.
Having debate.
We'll have to fade out your microphone.
This is not even a debate. You cannot have a debater who simply flows on fallacies.
Let's not spend any more time in that exchange.
Strawman strategy.
Go ahead with the opinion.
Fallacy. A lot of fallacies.
I'll come back.
So let's get going. Number one, we have to start from this end. He throws around it's legal, it's constitutional, it's in the law and everything else. We know that when Hitler was actually killing people, including the Jews, it was legal.
Who has been killed?
It was legal.
No,
so,
I think
how does Hitler come in?
You should temper the issue of Hitler, quote unquote, killing Jews.
I'm dealing with the issue of him talking about legality and constitutionalism. This is the point. This is the point.
Let him allow him to
a lot of the bad things that have been done in the world have been done under the cloak of legalism. It has actually been done when it's actually real or rather acceptable.
So therefore,
when we speak, I have already just said here that the Constitution gives Parliament the legislative power. Yes. When you trick Parliament into passing a law where they cede their oversight responsibility,
Fred is trying to imply that the Parliament doesn't have a brain.
That is a question I asked. Allow him to answer. My concern is...
Can we be allowed to actually execute our points without...
Please go ahead. Fomba, just allow him to finish.
You are here heckling instead of making points. Look at this. It's so simple. When you trick people, is it true that Parliament ceded its power to oversight when they are selling public assets? Yes, they did. Is it actually constitutional? No. Is there court case in the process challenging that? Yes. Have we seen so many decisions made by this government and even parliament that have been challenged in court? Yes. Have they been found unconstitutional? Yes. So whatever we are speaking to, you don't shut us down by telling us that they don't have a brain. Those are actually very basic and pedestrian arguments. So can we actually make this particular argument moving forward? And this is the argument that we must actually make. That number one, every good deal that comes from this administration is simply mtu kufungua kibanda yake. Because there is nothing, the government already handles very complex systems. The driving license thing is actually very basic. This government already handles very complex systems. By the end of I think by this month, we have spent almost 30 billion shillings buying new systems. Has service delivery actually improved? No. Have things changed? No.
Okay.
When we speak about Singapore, and he was throwing around Singapore a lot, the population of Singapore is the same with the population of Nairobi. So when you're taking us to Singapore, are you going to do away with everyone else?
Do you feel what do you feel feeds this kind of resistance to this?
Because of the arguments,
many Kenyans actually share in the same, that Parliament, as currently constituted, probably is not as representative enough.
Most of the arguments Maliba is making are very speculative.